Hi all, it's Barb coming to my crafts today with a small haul to share. Be right back. I don't even know what all's in here because I've been saving for a few weeks. So I have multiple places. I also have an HSN, part of my HSN craft order. Whoops. There go my beads. I ordered these beads on, I should have brought up one of my finished ones, but because it also had, I'm going to try to hold these up. You can see them. It also had a white and a dark pink beads, and I made some strands for my tray, but I used all the, evidently they didn't give me as many white and dark pink because I used all those ones, and it did come with some twine. I got that on Amazon. I'm not going to do them anywhere. I was going to try to group the companies together, but that I got from, but it's just all hodgepodge in there. Dollar Tree. This was from their Shore Living line. My father-in-law served in the Navy, so I might try to do something up eventually and put by the display I have in memory of him. I also got these at Dollar Tree. I just thought I could use some more sponges. These ones look like they were fairly nice, so I just grabbed those. This I picked up at Joann. I had $5 in rewards, so I just didn't want that to go to waste. I said, "Oh, Lovey, I said, we're near there. My coupon expires today, my rewards, so let's just take a stop." I think this was $5.99. I thought, I just wasn't finding anything. I didn't want to spend a whole lot. So I was just trying to find something cheap that I could, buy. And I thought, I can always use the E6000. And I prefer the little tubes of this because sometimes the big tubes, the glue ends up making the lid not even want to come off. So this way I'll use most of it up before that happens. And then Michael's had these type of paper pads on clearance for $3.99. They also had some of they're kind of what I think they replace the Hot Buys with. They're usually $9.99 a pack. They had like the summer season ones on sale for $5 each. They were on clearance. If I'd had more cash, I might have bought more paper. Not that I need more paper, but I would have bought more paper because that's just the way it goes. But I did like this one that kind of had the patriotic type theme. Honestly, these packs at this price I love just for the glitter paper because, I should say specialty, because some of them are foiled. But this one has 10 sheets of glittered cardstock. I think it has 5 of the red and 5 of the silver. For $4, I can't go out and buy 10 sheets of glitter paper. So, and I like how there's cuts on my Cricut as well, and it doesn't shed. You know what I mean by the glitter. And then I also kind of like this one, which was kind of in the red, white, and blue vein as well. The glitter paper on this one was white and gold. So I mainly buy these for the specialty paper, though I try to pick out the ones when I'm choosing that I like the patterns as well. And I like that floral one there and just the red, white, and blue theme. And then I also had a $5 reward at Michael's that I needed to spend, which I think it was like by the 19th. And I'm like, we ran over to drop some stuff off at Goodwill because I've been going through things. I'm like, I don't want to have to. This was stuff that I kind of packed up from the garage that had been out there forever. And let me tell you some of that stuff. I'm like, it's been out in the garage for years. We haven't touched it. We don't need it. But let me tell you, it's hard to get rid of. A lot of it was like the Beanie Boppers. I don't know if any of you know what those were. They were like dolls by the company that did the Tide Beanie Babies. I'm like, I don't need them. I did save a couple that looked kind of seasonal. I found a couple that looked patriotic, and I think most of the seasonal ones I had out, but there were just a couple I found that I thought I could use this for. I think I found one patriotic one that I thought it kind of made me think New Year's, like a party type thing. It just had that vibe to me, the colors of it and that. So I think I put that one aside too. But I'm trying to think of what else. It was mainly those that I was getting rid of, and I found some Beanie Baby cases that I put out there. But at Michael's, these were on clearance. I think they were like 60 or 70 cents each. I figured this one I'm going to save for my fall tree because it looks like a sunflower to me. And when I think sunflowers, I know most people say summer. They make me think fall for some reason. I don't know if it's just the colors or what. This one I'll probably put on my summer tray, but this one I'll probably save for my fall tray. And then on Amazon, there were 4 of these in a pack. I think there's 25 in each one. They were smaller than I was anticipating, but it worked. What I did was I should have brought the tassel up to show you. When I did my watermelon tassel, I did 3 tassels. So I painted 3 of these, and then I did a print and cut of a saying on Cricut onto. I might have used my printable vinyl and put it on there, and then at one end of the bead string I put a tassel and then strung it down, and then at the other end I tied one of the tags on. So I have a bunch of loose ones in here because of using 3 of them, but I think you got a total of 100 of them in the pack, and it wasn't too bad price. And then it came with some twine as well. And then the other thing I got, this is the first item that I got from Craft Day. It was the Crafter's Companion Ultimate Christmas Verse Compendium. I should try to get this uploaded really fast. I'm not sure if they sold out or not, but this was down to, it was one of their, what do they call them? Hot deals for the week, I think it is. So it was down to, I think, $54, I want to say. $54.95, something like that. I had a $10 coupon that worked on it. I think they might have sent out that postcard to all HSN card holders. So if you're an HSN card holder, you may have one of those too. And you can use it multiple times till the end of July. So I used it on this. I used it on one other thing that I ordered. And then the other item I ordered, I ended up getting a 20% off the next day. I had resisted ordering the printmaker. Hubby's like, go ahead and order it. He goes, I think you'd use it a lot. I'm okay with you buying things like that if you'll use them. He goes, he's like, I like it. I think it's cool. I'm like, yeah. And I resisted, and I got up the next morning and I seen that coupon. I'm like, I wonder if they have any left. I know they stopped Tiffany's presentation of it because they said they were almost sold out, so they just didn't want to continue it. But I looked and I'm like, oh, there are some left. So I figured out the code and what it would get me, and it put it down to less than $100. And the extra flex pays were still there, so as a HSN credit card, I could holder, I can get an extra flex pay. So I got 6 flex pays on it. So I went ahead and did it. I think I'm going to set up my camera and kind of bring it over and on the table and show you the inside of this. So if you want to see that, just stay with me. If not, well, thank you for joining me. All right, thanks for sticking with me if you're still here to watch the flip through of this. A lot of you may have already seen it, so you know, which I totally get because it did originally come out about a year ago, which I put it on my wish list then, and I resisted buying it because a lot of them are really specific, and I couldn't use all of them. But when it got down to where I could get it for, it was $54, and then with the coupon code, I got it for $44. This also, by the way, has free shipping on it this week at the $54 price. If I get it uploaded in time, I'm really going to try to get this uploaded in time in case you're interested in this item. I feel like my voice is giving out. But like this one has mom and dad, or mom or dad. Well, both of my parents are gone, and my husband's father is gone. So I thought, how much will I use that? But I thought there were, like this one here just says, Merry Christmas to both of you. You both mean so much to me. Well, that first could be used for any couple. It doesn't necessarily have to be your parents. And then some of them I thought, like this one says, Mom, believe in the magic of Christmas. Well, right now I could use it, but if I couldn't, I could just kind of creatively cut off the mom and just use the believe in the magic of Christmas. This one says, wishing you a Merry Christmas, Mom. I think that one also would be easy to cut off the mom. This one says, with love at Christmas, Mom and Dad. I could cut off the mom and dad and just say, with love at Christmas. You know, a few of them I thought could easily be just altered to work. This one's for brothers and sisters. My husband has one sister, and I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. So this one wasn't so bad. This one I thought I could use most of these as they stood. But even if you couldn't, like this one here says, Sister, you were my hero then, you are my hero now. You will always be a hero in my heart. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Well, you could cut off sister, and that saying could work for other people in your life. Now, this one mentions brother within the phrase, so it might be hard to modify. But this one says, with love at Christmas to a dear brother. You could just cut that off if you didn't have a brother and just use with love at Christmas. This one's grandparents, which, again, for me, both my grandparents are gone, as are my husband's. My husband hasn't had grandparents for a long time. But, like this one says Happy Christmas, and it has Grandma and Grandpa underneath. You could cut out that Grandma and Grandpa and just use the Happy Christmas, which is a very pretty stamp with the foliage above it. The stamps are beautiful. Like this one says Merry Christmas, Grandpa, so you cut off the Grandpa. These ones are just more generic ones. This was a page that I thought I could definitely use. Merry Christmas, may all your dreams come true with lots of love at Christmas. Merry Christmas with lots of love to a special couple. All I want for Christmas is you. Merry Christmas to you both. Or Happy Holidays to you both. Sorry about that. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hoping maybe you can read them as it sits there too. This one's for your children. There's ones with daughter, ones with son. Now, it might have been nice if if they were going to do this, have done it where they also had some for like a son and his wife, or a daughter and her husband. Now, my daughters aren't married, but my son is. but I could see where that would be useful for people. But I usually give, well, when my son lived close, I did. Now I usually just send one card since I'm mailing them. This is for grandchildren. I wonder if I could kind of modify this one because it says with love at Christmas, but it says with love grandson at Christmas. I wonder if I could just kind of edit that and get the grandson out of there and just says with love at Christmas. Because I could be wrong, but I'm not expecting to ever have grandchildren. And this one's for like a spouse, husband or wife. So this one I could use. And then this one's Thanksgiving, which I really love that they had this. I wish I could have gotten in on this at the beginning and gotten the auto ship, because I would have loved to have some of the other seasons. Because I'll tell you, the original compendium is, when I'm making cards, is what I reach for the most. And then this one's just kind of more generic ones, though it does have a nice Hanukkah stamp if you know if you need that purpose. It's got Feliz Navidad, and then like season's greetings, just some more non-specific ones, I should say, rather than generic, because they are all seasonal, but they're not directed at any one person. I forgot to put my pen back in there. I opened it up and kind of looked at it, but I didn't open every container inside of it. This is the extras book, which I have to say, Crafter's Companion just excels at packaging. And this was, each of these, they were in a big box, of course, but then this was in a box, and that was in a box, and cushioning inside of that and everything. It was, like I said, very nicely handled. I really like the pen that I got with the first one. And here's the pen that comes with it. As I remember, it wrote really well too, which some pens look really nice and then they don't really work as well as you want them to, but that one worked really well. This one, they call them envelope seal stickers. They only gave you, what, 4, 16, 32 of those? Maybe that's all the cards they gave you, so it would be, they figured it would be enough. I wonder if they'd fit on the copier and I could copy them onto white labels, because I do think they're really pretty, and then punch them out, because I do really like them. Well, this one says labels on it too. I'm curious. Oh, okay. This is just line of labels. Not sure on that one. I guess you could write your addresses on those and put them on there. I don't know. These are card blanks, which they come in the red, green, and kind of a cream or beige color. Let's take a look at that back one. I'm not sure. I'd probably call it more beige. It looks darker in person than it's showing on the camera for me. I don't know if that'll be true or once it gets all uploaded and all that. But and then it's got some vellum inserts. Okay, it does give you 2 sizes of cards, so there's more card blanks. I'll just show you. They are really pretty. I need to use the ones that came with my original set. I haven't used any of them yet, but I really do. I do think they're beautiful. It isn't that I don't think they're gorgeous. It's just I tend to use a lot of Dreaming Tree cards, which means I'm not starting from scratch. So I guess I could still use that on the inside of those cards. But and then this is the, I think, more like the A2, whereas the first one I think was more 5x7. Again, in the See, now the red doesn't even look red there. Okay, it does there. When you look at it from the side, it kind of looks pink, but it does look red when you go there. It's kind of got the red, beige, and green again. I think the envelope's coming in these same 3 colors and both sizes. Yeah. So those are nice. And then these are foiled inserts. The other ones were vellum. These are just considered foiled. Though I think the other ones were foiled vellum, whereas these ones just say foiled. So these ones are just like a card's a little bent there, but I think once you take it down, it would be fine. But they're pretty. So stamp your message on and then put it inside the card. But now, I love my original set that I paid. I think it was $100 for when it was on the when it was the Today Special, which I think that's what this one was, when it was the Today Special too. And I felt that one was worth every penny. This one, for me, because there's stamps that I either wouldn't use or that I needed to modify. For me, it wasn't worth the $100. The price it is now, the $54. Yeah, I think I could have gotten enough use out of enough different stamps with and especially if I modified a few. But to me, if I had to modify them, that modification being necessary on so many of them would have made the original price just too much for me for that purpose. But that's just my thinking. Somebody else might totally disagree with that, and guess what? That's okay. But I think I'll get a lot of use out of this every year at Christmas time. I can pull it out and use those sentiments again. Like I said, I do think that her things, I do have to say, like I said, are just so well presented. It kind of has like a magnet closure on it, and then it ties, which for me, it's just so full right now that it doesn't want to stay closed very well. Might have been the way I repackaged it, but I'm not the best bow maker, as you can see. But anyways, I want to thank you for joining me. Hope you like that little look at the Ultimate Christmas Verse Compendium, and that you enjoyed seeing my other purchases. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.